Hi guys, how are you doing? This is your boy Daniel back at it again with a brand new YouTube video. And today, we're going to be doing something different. Well, today I'm going to be rating stuff that are related to Malta in a tier list. First one is going to be Maltese traditional food. These are pastizzi. You have to go to Serki. Pastizzi. Amazing. And second one is going to be places to visit and things to do in Malta. So at the same time, this video is great for people who are planning to visit Malta. And so without further ado, let's get going with the video. Or as us Maltese say, tlaqna ġbin. And so this is going to be the best places and things to do in Malta. Here we go. We're gonna start off with Valletta, the capital city of Malta. I'm gonna be rating these from fun to the least fun. Everybody knows Malta is super rich when it comes to history. So if I'm going to be rating by how much history the place has, Valletta will be S tier for sure. And it's our capital city. It is a nice place. I like going to Valletta. Not that often, but whenever you go, you always find something to do. So I'm going to be placing Valletta in B tier, in the middle. But especially if you come during Christmas time, Valletta is the place to go. Next up, we've got Cittadella in Gozo, which is our neighbor island. I've been there like 3 times all throughout my life. It's just a historical site, right? It's this silent city just like Mdina, which I can see coming later on. I can see the picture of it, which is this one right here. It's the last one. I mean, if you're in Malta and you're on a holiday and you're only going to be here for once, you must visit these places, right? But again, I'm rating these with fun to least fun. So I'm gonna be placing it in D tier. Oh, look at that. Next up is Blue Lagoon Comino. I absolutely love Blue Lagoon Comino. I'm gonna be placing that in A tier. For sure. This sea is like coming out of a postcard. It's absolutely an amazing place. It's in Comino between Gozo and Malta, a very small island in between. We used to go there with Grandpa's boat. For those who don't know, I'm scared of the sea, and Comino was one of the few places that I swam. Just because the water is so clear, it's got sand bottom. It's such a nice place. Of course, nowadays it's becoming like that meme when they say that place on social media versus that place in real life. A lot of people are going at the same time during summer and it's being so crowded. But yeah, Comino Blue Lagoon, it's a beautiful place. It's a must visit. Next up, we've got scuba diving. I just went scuba diving last November for the first time ever, just because I wanted to get over this fear of the sea. So I ended up absolutely enjoying it, as you can see right here. It was an amazing experience. So I'm going to be placing that as one of the best things you can do in Malta, and that's going to go in S tier for sure. Next up, what do we have here? Oh, that's Slima. So Slima is a place by the coast, and if you want to go shopping, Slima is the place to go. There's of course the biggest shopping mall in Malta, Tinje Point. It's one of the modern places in Malta. I love going to Slima. I used to work there for a long time. So yeah, I'm gonna be placing Slima in A tier. And this is St. Julian's Parcheville. When you talk about Parcheville, this is the... how am I gonna explain it? It's just one street filled with parties and clubs, packed especially during Saturdays. I've got a love-hate relationship with this place. I used to love it. From the age of 17 years old to 20 years old, I used to go to this place almost every weekend. Of course, the more I grew up, the more I grew out of this place. So nowadays, I don't really look for parties that much. That's why I'm saying it's a love-hate relationship. It's not a healthy lifestyle. But if you love partying and you're visiting Malta, you have to go to Parcheville, right? So I'm going to be placing Parcheville in B tier, just because I am 50-50 about it. What is that? I think those are the 3 cities. Yeah, those are the 3 cities. So the 3 cities in Malta are 3 peninsulas right next to each other across from Valletta. And those are called Vittoriosa, Senglea and Cospicua. Very history rich. I would go there if I am visiting Malta for the first time. I mean, I would visit all these places that I'm seeing right here. But there's nothing really that fun to do. So I think I'm gonna put it in C. C tier it is. Right here is St. Peter's Pool, which I saw for the first time last October when I did the Malta coastal walk. So basically, guys, I walked all around the coast of Malta in 5 days. I slept outside, I camped all by myself. It was an amazing experience, and I got to see my beautiful Malta all around. It was a beautiful experience. I got to see St. Peter's Pool for the first time as well. I walked right by it. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful place. You must visit it. Yeah, I'm gonna put St. Peter's Pool in B tier. Next up is Malta's most famous church. In 1942, a bomb fell through the dome, and amongst 300 people that were visiting the church at the time, nobody got hurt, which is a miracle. And it's also got one of the biggest domes in the world. I mean, again, it's a must place to visit, but it's not that fun, so I'll be placing Mostra Rotunda in D tier. When I go abroad, I like visiting stuff like this just from the outside and take pictures of this historical site, but I won't really spend that much time into it. Next up is the Blue Grotto, which funnily enough I also saw for the first time during my Malta coastal walk. I was so amazed and awed. As you can see, the picture is so small, but I'll put a picture here. This is so beautiful. It had me like, and I'm gonna be putting this in A tier. Next up is Dingley Cliffs, also a beautiful thing to see in Malta. I would put this in B tier. Well, I think I'm gonna be putting it in C tier. I mean, if you've seen cliffs before, they're just cliffs, but they're also beautiful at the same time. If you visit during a beautiful sunny day, you can actually see the beauty of this place. So C tier it is. The Red Tower, also beautiful place, especially if you go up there, you can see all around you and you can see all over Malleha and the beaches. So I'll be putting the Red Tower in B tier. It's a beautiful experience. Oh, Gigantia, here we go. One of Malta's famous megalithic temples. These are actually even older than the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. I've been there a couple of times, especially as kids when we go to primary school. They used to take us there for outings and for educational purpose. It's a beautiful place. I think I'll rate this in A tier. Here we've got Ain Tufiha Bay. Beautiful. I actually camped there during the Malta coastal walk, and waking up to this scene over here, speechless. I think I'll put Ain Tufiha in A tier as well. Next up is Adira in Malleha, and this is definitely gonna be going in S tier for me. I'll tell you the reason why. Like I said previously in this video, I'm scared of the sea, especially as a kid. This fear was much bigger than it is today, and all around the island of Malta, we're surrounded by sea every year. I only swim in two places, and that's in Comino Blue Lagoon and Adira over here in Malleha. Malleha, it was my go-to during summer to swim. And next up, one of my favorite places on the island, Splash and Fun. This is definitely gonna go S tier for me as well. This is the only water park in Malta. Don't expect the biggest water park, especially if you come like from big countries where you have big water parks. But for a small island like us, Splash and Fun will do. And it's an amazing place. It's so fun. Yeah, definitely S tier for me. And this is the Mijra Il Ferha zipline, which I just did about a month ago. It was a great experience. I absolutely enjoyed it. It's super short. In 10 minutes you'll be ready. You can zipline from one cliff to another, and you will be over 40 to 50 meters high. That is insane. I think I'm gonna be putting this in A tier for sure. Papai Village is next. If you don't know, the original Papai Village was shot here in Malta, and this is the exact place. Yes, you can see it right here. It's super fun, especially for kids. I will be putting Papai's Village in B tier. Up next, Marsa Shlok, which you can see the famous Lutsu boat. This boat is super famous in Malta. It's a traditional boat, and I think when you Google search Malta, you will definitely see the Lutsu. Marsa Shlok, I mean, you can buy a lot of fish. There's markets there, and there's a lot of restaurants selling super delicious seafood. I don't really go there that often. I think I'm gonna be putting Marsa Shlok in C tier. This is Malta's National Aquarium, which is found in St. Paul's Bay / Bujibba. It's an aquarium. If you've been to an aquarium before, you're not gonna see anything different, but it's super fun and interesting, especially for kids. I think I'm gonna be putting it in the same tier as Papai's Village, and that's gonna be B tier. Okay, so now I'm getting a childhood moment right here. I can see this is Playmobil Park, right? Yes, exactly. This is Playmobil Park. Yes, in Malta we have a Playmobil Park. As a kid, I used to look forward to go there. I used to ask my mother or my grandmother to take me there. I loved Playmobil. I still got plenty of Playmobil in my room. So, I mean, I'm not sure if it's gonna be an A tier or a B tier. This is more of a kids park rather than for all ages. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna have to be putting it in B tier just because it's not for everybody. And last but not least, we've got the most iconic silent city, Mdina, which is found right in the center of Malta on a hill where you can see all around the island. Mdina was the capital city of Malta, but unfortunately Mdina has to be in D tier. So yeah, I'm gonna leave everything as is. I am super confident with how I rated this. So yeah, this is going to be my tier list video, you guys. Let me know your opinion down below. What would you change in both of the food tier list and the places to visit? If you're not from Malta and you're planning to visiting Malta, let me know in the comments what would you like to visit first. That's gonna be it for this video, you guys. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please make sure to smash that like button down below. Also subscribe to motivate me to keep uploading these videos. Thank you all for the support. I truly appreciate it. Visit my TikTok or Instagram, links are below. And thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Peace.